Through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets.
So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball.
There he goes, right side. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. The right end. Touchdown. David Montgomery, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. picked up by Richie Graham. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
This defense for the Jets, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 13. And in this case, that's a big play.
82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 4.
Now back to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Jets at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
Montgomery back to the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. In motion, Hill. Looking to throw. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now an injury timeout, and that is Devontae Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This from 36 yards out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it. A lot of work to get to the 1st down marker. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs.
All right, Mr. Fantasy Champion, we just saw him fake a field goal, and the kicker has the opportunity to throw a pass. He completed it, but not for a 1st down. Does anyone get any points for that?
No, he just gets some pride going back to the sideline saying he completed a pass as the kicker. But the big thing here is they didn't get enough for the 1st. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he will try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
25-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Okay, ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down and 8. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And this one's high, but not very far. Hill shedding the tackle. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Adams the man in motion right. The 2nd half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Montgomery, another target and catch. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Shreds the tackle, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Yeah, stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Running with Montgomery. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give right side for Gibbs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, Bills.
Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Touchdown Bills! Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he would be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this run upfield across was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. In motion right is Addison. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. Down the sideline he goes. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Montgomery. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run. This is Hill. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 51 yards. And the Jets strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now they'll change things up. He's back to throw. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch.